So, excuse my face. I was laying around and I literally just like wanted to come and tell you about these demons that be demoning. Um, I'm not really fully tripping because them demons don't run shit. So, literally, just processing my thoughts and my feelings right now. Decided to take a walk instead of going off in the physical. So, literally, I was like, let me just make some content, share this shit with people, because there's other people that might be going through this shit and like they don't have nobody that they can relate to. But all right, I'm on my cycle, and so yesterday was a full day for me. Had fun, was a blast. um, Literally, I today was supposed to go out do some shit with friends, loved ones, but woke up late, was moving slow, so decided to just like chill, be at the place I lay my head at and call it a day. But I started cramping and I was hungry, so I was getting up and I go to the kitchen. Before I can even get what I went in the kitchen to go get, literally, my mom, she says, I don't get mad. She says, don't get mad. And when she say that, usually she know she about to say some shit that's gonna make me mad. Excuse my face, cause I literally kind of like just woke up. So um I literally said, well, no, she says, like, don't be mad. I'm just the messenger. And I was like, yeah, you the messenger for bad news. And yeah, so I'm on my cycle. I'm a little bitchy right now, and I don't really have like the patience or the tolerance for it. So literally, she says, she says, yeah, your uncle called, which is another known pedophile in the family. Literally, he's been accused of messing with nieces and his own daughters, and people still deal with him in the family and look out for him and, take up for him. And, that's how that goes in this family, apparently. So, family is family. We just gonna keep protecting the predators. So, a predator calls and literally tells her that another predator in the family, which is her ex-husband, and this is the ex-husband that was before I was born. That was my sister's adoptive father, which he was literally accused on multiple occasions by different people. Um, some people the family don't even know about because that was kept hush hush out of respect for the person who told. And I'm still not gonna identify them, but I just know that it was more than just my sister saying it. Um, Literally, he calls to tell my mother that her ex-husband just called and asked for my number. And that's the message she relayed to me. That's how she related to me. And literally, it just was like, well, why do he want my number? Like, mind you, me and this man has never exchanged numbers, never really even had a conversation outside of him being around my mom. My mom dealt with him well after my sister came out about him. She always dealt with him, but I was never left alone with this one. So literally, he just never even had an opportunity for me. Um, but literally, she tells me that, and I'm like, well, why would he want my number? Like, what would he need to talk to me about? And I talk a lot of shit about all these people in the family and what the fuck they do. I don't know, their spirits and their spirits attachments, how they feel about me. I don't really give a fuck. When I came out to do this shit, I know that I was protected to do so. And even if I wasn't, I don't give a fuck because none of them scare me, like, at all. I will fuck every single one of them up. I'm not afraid of any of them on a physical or spiritual or any fucking level. So when I woke up, I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you, I had experienced some terrifying shit. So like, I was presenting as scary, but let's not get it twisted. And then ultimately, outside of my own protection of myself, God got me, nature got me, everything got me. So like, let's stop playing games. But anyway, this story gets interesting. It gets more interesting because my mother says she doesn't know why. But she says that my uncle says that he's been trying to call her and he can't reach her. So he wants my phone number. So I'm like, well, that don't make any sense. And so she says to me, y'all, these are her motherfucking exact words, y'all. I cannot make this shit up. I am smiling to stop from punching her in her face. I'm not gonna hold you. You know, I'm gonna have to make some phone calls once I calm down and see if me and Charlotte can just get out here, because enough is enough. This lady who gave birth to me but is not a mother said, and I quote, she said, I guess he wants your phone number because everybody else done tapped it. So maybe he think he should be able to tap it next. And I couldn't even be flabbergasted, y'all. I couldn't be flabbergasted. I couldn't hold my mouth open so you could stick dicks in them. I couldn't do any of that shit. I couldn't be in shock. I couldn't do any of that shit. Like, I could not. I really could not. Like, I really could not. Like, I said, what? What you just say? And I repeated. She was like, she said something else. She didn't say what she just said. So I repeated to her what she was saying. And so she was like, well, you already lied on me and said that your stepdad was messing with you. And so she deflected. So she didn't even go back to that shit. She was like, you already lied on me and said your stepdad was messing with you. And, you know, I knew about it. I came online and said, what? The story came out in anger. I wish it wouldn't have came out in anger. But I got tired of her just trying to like poke the bear, and shit came out of anger. I don't know whether she was fully aware of it, but the writing was written on the wall. She used to always ask me. And she also seen twice where he was not a good person to two of my female friends. One of my female friends, she spitefully fucked my stepdad to get back at me because we had liked the same guy, and I really wasn't even fucking him then. Like, I fucked with him before she even liked him and knew him. But she did that shit out of spite, in spite of herself. And, you know, she was a little girl, so literally I feel sorry for her because she was victimized herself, trying to play grown-up games. So, then another friend, she seen him touch the friend on the butt. She literally said it. You watch that man do that shit to other girls and you thought he wasn't doing it to the one in your house. Like, you literally brought a nigga off the street that was homeless into the home. You literally brought a nigga that had literally sex offender charges into the home. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? He literally used to use rhetoric all the time. You weren't using your antennas, and now it's my fault. And yes, I did say that you knew. I was angry. I said that. I don't really know if she knew, but I feel like the writing was on the wall and she was aware. She used to ask me, and I used to say no. Like, because what was you going to do about it? What was you going to do about it? I told you about my biological father. You didn't do shit about that. So, literally, she throws off on that situation. But, like, I'm healed on a lot of this shit. So, like, it's not working. The deflection is not working. So, I'm bringing it back to, what did you just say to me? Because you'd have lost your mind. I said, like, so you mean to tell me it's my fault because I was victimized as a child? Like, I was child abused and sexually abused. Like, so that's my fault. Okay, got it. Well, you said I knew about it, so you lied on me, so I know you can lie on them. Oh, okay. All right, you got it, man. You got it. I said that in a heated discussion, even apologized to you about saying that you knew about it. But literally, deep down inside, I feel like she did know. It's one of those situations where, like, the writing is there on the walls, but you are in denial and you're choosing not to see that shit. Like, you're actively choosing not to see that shit. The same way she chose to not see that my biological father was a pedophile. She knew he was a pedophile. I had a cousin that even told her, they called him, you know, a pedophile, like a creep and all that shit. And literally she suspected that he was messing with his eldest daughter, like having an improper relationship with his eldest daughter. So like, why would you let me go around him? Why would you continue to be around him yourself? So I just can't imagine what happened to her as a child, and I don't even care to anymore, because after today, it was just like, bitch, you're not a mom. I don't know what you is in there, but it is not a mother. It has been parading around as a mother. That is not a fucking mother. And for years, I've been comparing myself to that lady, and I just can't no more. I just can't no more. But the kicker is that, like, my daughter overheard parts of the conversation. And so she came in because, that's the part. So when I started pulling out facts about the situation, she goes off to say, you're the only one that brought a pedophile around your child. I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm going to give you that. I said, I'm going to give you that. Dante did mess with Nicole when she was 16 years old. And he was in his early 20s. It was wrong. He has admitted to it was wrong. He literally felt like a lot of the shit that came from that situation was because of literally his involvement with messing with the underage girl. He's admitted to it. He literally had to pay for them sins. That nigga dead. God rest his soul. If my daughter was to ever come out and say that he messed with her in any fucking way, immediately all that shit of him would come down. That I posted about his likeness, all that shit would come down. I would make a public video talking about how he did what he did to my child, how I don't stand with him or fuck with him. But I'm not gonna sit up here and try to make my child to be the bad one or the wrong one in that situation. But that's the part my daughter overheard, is that she said I brought a pedophile in the house. And my daughter immediately heard that and she got mad. And she was like, you're going to stop saying that because Dante never touched me. And so literally, you're going to stop saying that. And I was like, you know what, Charlotte, she got a point. He did, mess with Nicole, and she was underage and he was grown. So I was like, I'm going to give her that. Like, I'm going to give her that. But I was like, one thing I can't give her is that you ever came to me and said that he messed with her. And then my daughter even said, like, when I was little, you even came out and said that he was touching me and he was never touching me. And so, like, that's when she started to realize, like, she had got caught deflecting. And so I was like, you know what, Charlotte, that part ain't even the crazy part. That's just her trying to deflect. I was like, the crazy part is, what your nana just told me. She just told me that the reason her ex-husband wants my phone number is because everybody else done tapped it. So apparently, literally, he must want to tap it too. That is not a mother. Like, and this was just like, you had those catalysts and like, it's time to go. It's just time to go. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know how I'm getting there, but like, I can't stay here. And it's gonna get to a point where somebody's gonna get hurt. And I do have a mental fortitude to deal with this shit, but at the same token, like, I have a child that's involved in this. And the same way I said that I wanted to live in my car and be homeless, and I prefer to do that shit. I prefer to do that shit because I ain't want to live off nobody else, and I ain't know how I was gonna make it and be a burden on nobody and all that shit. So I literally was willing to figure it out on my own. However, I did have a child, so I came here. Then we came here, and then situations would happen like this, and shit would get heated, and then I would leave. And it seemed like every time I would leave, I had to come back here, and it was like, you just got to be back here. But I really think I needed to be back here just to realize, like, because I had this undying loyalty to her, that I couldn't have this undying loyalty to her or no one fucking else ever again. I learned it here, and it's ended here. And I think it's funny how when you ask God to guide you and you ask God to reveal things, like, God really does. You got to be ready and prepared for that shit. You really do. You really, really do. Because, she just said a lot of fucked up shit. That one takes the cake for me. Like, baby, what you. So I get abused, and you want me to feel bad because the people you brought around me. My father wouldn't be my father without you, Miss Ma'am. Like, my father wouldn't be my father without you, ma'am. My stepdad wouldn't be my stepdad without you, ma'am. Like, your response, ma'am. Your response. I can't imagine the shit that my other siblings went through. Because you got to think about it, she was younger. She was younger when she had them. She was younger when she had them. So, like, I can't just even imagine. But, you know, I'm using my tools in my toolbox. I'm not staying silent about this shit. I'm tired of staying silent about this shit. It's people in this world that go through shit like this with their parents, bruh. Their parents. And then, you know, when they get around other people and they lash out in anger and shit, like, which is wrong. It's wrong. But this is why. This is why they holding in so much fucking pain and anger. Like, I'm healing through the trauma and the abuse. That shit stung. That shit stung. I ain't even think she could sting me no more. Like, but that shit right there, that stung. I was like, what the fuck? I can't imagine the shit she done told me as a child. And some of the shit I can remember. But I can't imagine the shit that I must have spoke out about because I was very voicious. I was very bold as a child. Like, I can't imagine the shit that was said to me as a child to get me to be voiceless. I can't imagine. My heart goes out to all of the children who are suffering with parents who never recovered from their own abuse. Never recovered from their own abuse. That shit right there, I bet my family ain't seen that side of Charlotte White. I bet they ain't never seen that side. Because that one right there was just like, who are you? Bitch, you evil. Man, you pure evil, bruh. You want me to feel bad that I got sexually abused by your man? That shit is crazy. And I never even told nobody during this whole time when Dante died. Like, and I first came out about my biological again. And I told this lady about him. She keeps saying I ain't tell her. I remember telling her. And that's what she do. She'll try to do things like this. Where eventually, like, I'm going to give in and say that it didn't happen. Because she wants to make me feel bad about it and all that shit. Like, I'm not feeling bad no more. I'm good. We just gonna make sure that shit don't happen no more. We're gonna make sure Latifah and Charlotte don't want to be in abusive relationships no more. And you know, I gotta make some calls and try to get up out here, cause I just ain't try. I ain't want to be a burden on nobody. That's the honest to God truth. I ain't want to be no burden on nobody. I got a dog, all that shit. Like, it's just been situations where I just been trying to figure this shit out. But I just know I'm not gonna make no hasty decisions. I'm gonna keep my hands to myself. But push come to shove, I can't get out. We just might gotta figure out how we're gonna figure shit out. So that one was crazy and wild. It's a lot of nets out here, so I can't hold the camera steady. But that one was crazy and wild. I just had to release that because I was like, I'm not holding that shit in. I'm gonna go take me a spiritual bath and a cleanse and go ahead and pray to God. Pray to God, pray to God, pray to God. Pray to God, because I can't believe that lady said that shit to me. Can't believe that lady said that shit to me. Then they see the hurt on my child's face. Like, I don't even know why they keep using this man that's dead to try to, like, attack us and hurt us. Like, bitch. Like, y'all don't realize y'all talking about the dead. Y'all don't realize that y'all... People in this world got this shit fucked up. Yes, you got free will. But just like free speech, free will don't come without consequences, baby. Whether it's the day tomorrow or the day after or your after motherfucking life. Free will got consequences. You can't keep fucking with the living and think you gonna get away with it. So literally, that I do know that I'm all right. I'm safe. I just want y'all to know that, like, I'm safe. I'm okay. But I just want to document this shit and just let it be known. It's people out here that's going through shit like this. It's people out here who mothers hate them. It's people out here who fathers hate them. If you were fortunate enough to have like a good parent, be thankful. Be thankful and grateful. I grew up with fucking survival. I did not grow up on love. And yet and still, I still wanted love. Like, I still wanted to be loved to others. But I didn't grow up on love. I ain't grow up on love at all. I grew up on toxic fucking wasteland. Toxic waste. That's what I grew up with. Toxic waste. Toxic waste. I didn't grow up with love. I grew up with confusion and chaos. I grew up with confusion and chaos. One moment they love you, and the next minute you ain't shit. I don't even know why she thought that was okay. And then it's funny because once me and my daughter checked her, this is checkmate for me. Literally, she get on the phone to call her ex-husband, and they have a phone conversation, and he literally tells her, she was like, why you want TT phone number? And he was like, because when I try to call you, I can't reach you. And she was like, your number not on my phone though, so you haven't been trying to call me. So he was like, literally, I just be wanting it because if I can't reach you, then I can reach her. But I got a whole fucking grown-ass brother in there, mad y'all, right? I got a whole grown-ass brother in there. Why he ain't asking for his number? And he's the one who's lived here the whole time with her. I just only been here for a year. Why you asking for my number? Why you asking for my number? So she finally asked. And that's the excuse he gave. That excuse don't make sense. It don't make sense whatsoever. Like, what you want my number for? Call him. He a grown man. Talk with the man if you can't reach her. But she even caught him in the lie because he hasn't even been calling her. So, this is my PSA to all the unworthy motherfuckers in my family. You fuck with me. Like, you fuck with me. You fuck with me. You fuck with me. You fuck with me. You're gonna have consequences. You're gonna have consequences. That shit's gonna come back to you. I won't fucking with nobody today. Like, I was literally chilling, bro. I won't fucking with nobody today. I was chilling. And literally, you have consequences. That shit gonna come back to you. But just always, you guys, remember that misery loves company. So I'm not gonna stay in misery. I'm not even miserable. I'm feeling anger and rage, and I just had to get it to the surface and let it spill out. And like I said, I've done so much healing. It doesn't even show up like it used to in the beginning. So I have a lot more regulation and control over myself. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video because shit like this to be happening to people. And this is what we mean by it's not only physical wars out here going on. It's a spiritual war going on here for your soul. For your soul. People want to rob you of your soul. They want to rob you of your loving heart, your kindness. And it be the ones closest to you. They be the ones closest to you. So I'm going to end that there. And pray for me in the best ways. And literally, yeah, that shit just happened. So I could use all the prayers.